Hello, hello, hello. Crafty Chris here with another Thursday night Scrap Your Scraps. Tonight I am working on November ATC cards. And the theme was remembrance, and for remembering whatever you need to remember. And I'm focusing mostly on Remembrance Day. Here in Canada is what's called Veterans Day or Remembrance Day. And so I have red-based jelly prints, well, I guess, oh, and sprays, ink sprays. And I've taken the poem in Flanders Field and cut it into 6 pieces. This is just going to be text based, so it's just an element in the making of the cards. I do have some poppies from another project that I can cut up and add in as well. So I'm looking and I have exactly 6 poppies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 poppies. All right. The other thing I'm remembering is my granddaughter, and her favorite color is purple. So I'm going to incorporate purple in. It doesn't sound like it's going to blend, but it will be subtle, so it will blend in. And then we'll go from there and see what else we want to pull in. So one of the things I was thinking I would add in are some reds. I have a really nice red plaid that would go beautifully with the reds here. So that would be an interesting element. Not finding them as attractive there, but definitely there. And this is not a red, like a vivid red, but it would go nicely with those. And it has a dot pattern on it. I also have zigzags I could use there. Well, we'll see which I like best. And this is an even lighter. Maybe I like that dot pattern better. This one is more pinky. And then I have a darker one, a completely darker one, which I don't think will work. But this one may go with this group. All right. So we're pulling together a few things. I think that's where I'm going to start right now. So a couple of things I want to do is get some washi on the work. I'm trying to use up my washi tape before it's no longer usable. I don't like the way this bluish gray color is at the bottom there. So I am definitely going to break that up with a little bit of washi tape. So it just kind of pulls the red back in. So that's where I'm going to begin. There we go. Kind of just like a quick fix. Get my scissors. And again, I do a lot of my gel print plating stuff on just standard printing paper that I have used before. Trying to be kinder on the trees. All right, there we go. Now, I think I can also pull, because it's got a bit of a purple hue. This washi tape reminds me of my granddaughter because it's all faces. So I think I'm going to add a layer of faces right on top of the existing washi. And it's just purple enough. Her favorite color is purple. There we go. All right. So we have some backgrounds happening here. I'm just going to trim this off. And I'm liking it so far. So because there's no bluish hue at all in here, I'm not continuing with the very bluey purpley colors that are here. They may work there, let's see, do they work there? Not so much. So I think I'm gonna go for something else on there. And I am gonna try a couple of strips of this, one that goes straight across the bottom, and then one that just comes in a little from the side. And I'm going to try to do an angular cut, rip, if I can, pulling towards me so I get some white. And we're just going to have that sit like that. I might have gone a little bit further with that and pulled it out just a little bit further. So I think I will. I'm going to leave that there and just go right over top. And there we go. There's a nice pull. Yeah, that's better. All right, I like that. Now, can I pull a little bit of purple in there? Because there is a bit of purple happening. Don't have a lot of purple washi. Okay, I'm going to leave this for now. So we've got those three done. Now I'm going to do from top to bottom. And this time I think I might do zigzags on this one. Now I can turn this into horizontal or vertical. So it can go this way or it can go that way. Whatever I decide. I think I'm just going to hang this down from the top. And it blends in quite a bit. I'm going to put one against the other. And I'm going to try and get this purple in there. Right down the center. There we go. Yeah, I don't mind that too much. I might actually add a whole piece to the side here because it kind of pulls out what's going on with that bluish hue. So let's do the whole side, and then I've got to glue everything down. Yeah, there's different ways I can definitely turn it. All right, and now I think I want to do full stripes across the bottom. Okay, now this is me just deciding what way I like to see things. And these guys are the way they are. Okay, so I think we're good for washi tape. Put that away. Now, all right, now I have these flowers and they're not going to stay all together. So I'm going to snip this here. So this is an individual flower, and I'm just going to shape the leaf a little bit there. Take away the second stem. Okay, so there's one flower. Doesn't really matter what order I put things in. Oh, before I do that, let's stick a little bit of washi down so it doesn't pull up. I often find that when I put washi on my mixed media papers or any paper that isn't just a normal standard paper, I like to put a little bit of glue onto the corners. And if it's along the edge of an ATC card, for instance, I like to put glue along the entire edge because over time we know that washi often lifts up. All right, so they're all secure. And now we're going to play with the flowers again. So I was working with this up here and this little flower there. And then I have this poppy here, which probably should go on a longer one. There we go. I'm fast forwarding through this section because I didn't think you'd want to watch me trim down all the flowers and make decisions about length of stem and whether I want to leaf or not. Something like that, maybe. Okay, we're working loosey-goosey with this. And then just placing these where they look like they will be able to have enough space. Okay, so I'm liking what's going on so far. I feel like I want to mat these with a little bit of something. I'm afraid the green will be too much. Too many colors. Yes, okay. Alright, so I've pulled a couple of red scrappy bits out of my scrap pile. And I think I'm going to use them to mat the words. I know the white is enough to bring attention to it, but I feel like I just need to do a tiny bit more. So, I guess I could have done it in gold or something like gold. This on here, and then I'll trim out the shape. I think this might be too big. Nope. The rest are bigger. This has some pink in it, so I was thinking it'd be good here. The pink will play into the pinky red there. So that's how I'm playing that one. I don't believe that it works with any other color. So then I have this color, which will work okay in the other ones. And one more. So trying to keep them all the same distance from the top on one side, so I can maybe have a strip I can use for something else on the bottom. There we go. All right. So let's trim this out. This one is pretty much just straight cut. Just cut that a little bit down. There we go. Can be put away for something else. And then these guys. Okay, now we're going to trim them into their shapes. This one actually could have been trimmed a little bit more. Giving them their shape back, and now they have a red outline, which I think will be a little easier to anchor them. So this was a little longer. I'm going to play around with that a bit. Now they're a little big. I'm hoping that's not going to be a big problem. But I still have lots of red I can trim down. There we go. Doesn't really matter where these go, as long as each piece has one. There might have to be something to anchor this one. And this one, actually I'm okay with that one. This one, what about if it crosses a little of the purple and the red? Tucks under one side, like that. And that I'm okay with. Or am I? Would I like to put this down there and have the poppy come out there? All right, I think I have the directions. Now, I just have to figure out what I can do to add a little more of something, but I think it's going to be a little bit of bling. So let's get some pop dots. And this, I'm going to pop dot the top and just roll the edges of the poppy, because poppies are like cups. Roll the edges, and then I'm going to glue this bottom edge. It's crooked. The nice thing about gel prints is they are much easier to take adhesive off of. Okay, now that whole thing looks crooked. There. Okay, and now this one, pop dots. And again, gonna roll and turn up that little leaf. Some glue on the bottom. Oops. And a dot in the middle. Okay, there's two almost done. This one, I like the idea of having those little guys tucked under. Now, we are just going to have this over here. All right, the basics are getting done, and then we'll do the details. So I like that the way it was. Now we're going to turn these leaves so they have some dimension. Put that at the bottom because I'm going to need to have some room to pop dot. You need to turn it up. And the last one, this I think was just going right in the center there. All right, now let's bling a bit of things. I already know on this one, I want to put some glossy accents on the buds because the buds are new, and when you have new flowers, they are shiny. And I'm just going to add to the two sides, leaving the center on its own. And I'll show you what I mean in a minute. All right, so when you look at the glossy accents, I have not put glossy accents in the center, just on the outer edges to give it some more dimension. I do not believe I want any more glossy accents. Now, it is not sitting straight. Which is bothering me. Doesn't really matter how I do it. It's either this is not straight or the edge is not straight. Okay, so now let's see what else we can add. I have some gems. And I have some nice red gems. And I also have pink gems. Or a little more, not quite as pinky pink. This is more like a fuchsia. And we can add a couple of fuchsia. There we go. I like it. I think it's fine the way it is. Yeah, I just am not liking how unlined up that is, but it's all good. And here we can do red, and the red appears to be the same in both packs. I've got 3 in a row here on that one. All right, this one here, I think I might add some purple just here in the corner. Little purple in the corner, maybe one down here. There we go. These purples are pale. Yeah, that'll do. And then this one. I think I'm going to use this dark red. There we go. There's that one. Or, no, it's stuck. It's okay. This one, I'm going to use the olivey green because I have green over here. And just add 3 dots. Always work in 3s and 5s. I sometimes work in 7s, but not often. All right, now that's all that done. Now I am going to add some sparkle just to give it a bit more something. So I need my sparkle pen. And what do I want to sparkle here? What happens if I sparkle this? There we go. I don't think I like it, but got a bit of it. It may not even stay, so we'll see. That's an experiment. We'll see what happens there. And I think I just want to sparkle the whole sign here. This one, I'm going to just throw some sparkle in the background. Just a little bit of sparkle. Just gives it a little bit of sparkly effect. Okay, done, done. What did I do? This one is done. This one I'm going to leave as is. This one, I think I do want to sparkle the words. So I'm just sparkling the frame. I've left the words without sparkle. And this one, I think I want to put sparkle in the background. Whoa, that's a lot of sparkle. You don't want to be too wet because then it just comes off as blotches of sparkle. And if I knew I was going to do it, doing it before I started the project would be much smarter, but I just couldn't decide. Now, it's a shame to waste all of that sparkly goodness. Alrighty, so 1, 2, 3, 4, looks a bit crooked, 5, and 6. And there you go. All 6. There you are. Okay, that's it for tonight. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to share with friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel at the end of the video. Thank you so much. See you next time.